Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon, folks. It's Friday. Yes, it's the end of the week for some of you people because why? Normally, Friday means that it's the last day of after working 5 days in a week. But then again, it's still PKPB, guys. It's still CMCO. So most of you guys, I know for a fact that you guys are working from home. So there's not really much tiredness that comes into play. But having said that, still, if you have been productive, if you have been good, I congratulate to each and every one of you. Dan tak lupa juga, salam Ramadan. Kita hari ini 15 Ramadan 1441 Hijriah. We are literally in the middle of Ramadan month. Kurang 14 hingga ke 15 hari saja lagi untuk kita menyambut Aidilfitri. Dan bagaimana kita nak sambut Aidilfitri tahun ni? God knows, we do not know what's going to happen still, but rest assured that it's still going to be festive, at least amongst ourselves with our close family members. Right, folks. Okay, today, hari ni kita ada sebenarnya topik yang sangat menarik yang nak dibincangkan, yang ingin didebatkan sebenarnya. Not really like, you know, we're not going to be debating much about this, but we're going to be talking about influencers. As you know, influencers, they are, you know, they're very active on social medias and everything. They do a lot of stuff. Apparently, people say that these influencers, they get to go to free events, they get free stuff, they get the glamorous life, macam pergi Met Gala, all those kind of things. I do not know how does it work for local influencers, but yeah, some people actually say that it's something that is like, wow, sangatlah hidup influencers ni. And to actually talk about life of an influencer, we have actually two RTM hosts with me. One is actually my colleague on our show Fresh Brew, and also the other person is a news presenter who started off with news for sports, but then dah naik pangkat. She's been doing a lot more berita, a lot more news lately. Congratulations to her. And that, folks, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you my buddies down in RTM. We have Iffah Hazim and Zooey Teo. Hey! Okay. Hi, ladies. How are you? How are you guys?
Good.
Okay. Zoe, you look fresh. You didn't just come up from the shower, did you? No.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I went down to get a parcel. Habis tu macam panas gila. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with everyone. Since MCO started, I think I only wash my hair once in 5 days. Like I would try to delay washing my hair. So today was just one of those days where like I have to wash my hair. I have to at least look good for me. Aku kononnya nak pakai makeup tapi tak sempat.
No. The best part about Sempoi is that I want you guys to be at your most comfortable position within your own quarters and everything. Because again, the show is about chilling, it's about relaxing, it's about just, you know, filling our times. Waktu zaman PKBB ni, waktu zaman CMCO and everything. And Iffah, how are you? You have been busy, haven't you?
I've been busy with work and also my kid batik.
Yeah, exactly. So, Iffah, again, I mean, like, if I have not said it, congratulations to you, because again, you have been doing more newscasting quite recently. You've been upgraded, doing a lot of more shows in the afternoon. Kan?
Yes. Because previously, I baca for sports untuk berita perdana, but now I got an offer untuk baca berita semasa juga. So more time for me, which is more time for me in the office, which I love. Sebab I don't know why. Ada masa tu pergi office, lagi-lagi time PKP ni.
More time, more money.
Yeah, more time, more money.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, kudos to Iffah, because I mean, again, during this difficult time, I mean, like, you know, Tuhan menunjukkan rezeki kepada you, memberikan you rezeki yang lebih, alhamdulillah. But also not forgetting Zoe as well. You know, during these testing times as well, you ladies have been quite creative in the kitchen.
So for me, honestly, I think during this MCO, I just thought to myself, what? I have all the time in the world, right? Because for Fresh Brew, we are not going to the studio. We already have some of our pre-recorded shows going on air. So we are not exactly needed in the studio. And like I have all the time in the world. So what I decided to do was I'm going to learn one skill per day during this MCO. Because like literally you have all the time in the world, daripada you mope around, daripada you know, like you be depressed, you're sad. That is look at this time to see what do you want to do, what's something that you've always wanted to learn. So I've always wanted to learn how to bake, and fortunately enough, my new apartment there is a built-in oven, so I macam okay lah, aku nak bake lah. So today today I want to bake banana bread, because literally I was craving for banana bread, and I saw it's a super simple, easy recipe. And then I posted it up on my social media, and then I did a poll lah. I macam, if I sold this, would anyone want to buy? And surprisingly, I got a lot of yeses. But that's the thing, when you do a poll, it's not necessarily people will buy. So what I started doing was I posted on my group chats. I macam, oh hey, I'm selling banana bread by the way, like let me know if anyone wants to buy. So I started off from being friends, and friends over friends, and adalah like a few people who bought through my social media, because I posted it like almost every single day. So macam that's the power of, I think, advertising or marketing, is that if you see it enough, you akan terasa nak beli, or like sebenarnya kau tak nak, tapi benda tu kau nampak hari-hari, tapi kau macam okay, I'll try it today. So that's how I started my whole baking business
Baking business, and you've been quite active during this PKP time as well. I mean, like, that's kudos to you, Zoe. I mean, like, I know I wish you all the best with the baking stuff. And Kak Pah juga sebenarnya, Iffah Hazim, dia pun juga baker sebenarnya. And your product ataupun your star piece, which is the cake batik, this is not actually the first year that you're doing this, are you?
It is actually, because to be honest,
before this,
kan, dia pro dah.
I tak pernah. I memang one thing about me, I don't like to meniaga. Even though I come from a family yang memang business people, macam my mom orang Terengganu memang biasalah suka meniaga, jual kain batik, keropok leko dan sebagainya. Dan my sisters pun semua into business. Cuma I je yang memang tak suka. Tapi this year I think the blessing in disguise, the PKP ni buat kita jadi macam creative, and kita wanting to learn something. And my third sister, dia memang pandai gila bake tau. So dia memang buat the Florentine cookies, dia buat cake chocolate, memang semua sedap lah to me. And her cake batik was one of her signature. So I selalu beli from her. And this year I cakap, daripada I beli daripada you, baik I buat. So I minta dia recipe, and then I buat, and macam sedap. Lepas tu I bagi orang lain dekat office try, and then diorang semua suka. And then diorang cakap, cubalah jual. So I macam tanya my sister punya permission dulu, boleh tak? I guna recipe dia, tapi I improvise lagi with my own style lah. So dia cakap boleh je. So okay lah, so I started, and alhamdulillah until today, the feedback that I've been getting is like overwhelming gila, and I've never thought that I boleh meniaga kek batik.
Yeah.
I know.
Kudos. I mean, like, seriously, it's really awesome.
I saw her posting. She was talking about like her first time berniaga, and how it's not a struggle, but because it's something new. Like, I understand that where it's something new, where you have to take orders and you have to make sure benda ni hantar hari apa, what variety dorang nak. Sebab like I think like for you have different variety, macam ada Milo, ada yang biasa or whatever kan. So when you posted it, I relate so much, and like it's actually, I don't know about Iffah, but I find it quite fun. Like it's actually macam sebenarnya best juga berniaga ni.
Dia best bila you dapat like the feedback from people, like macam oh my god sedap gila, and then they're repeat order. I cakap I buat lama tau. I buat benda tu, even though it's a simple thing, tapi bila you nak letak dalam bekas tu, you have to make sure it's clean tau. And cake batik ni, dia memang penuh dengan biscuit Mary and the chocolate. So apparently memang senang gila bersepah. So I have to like put properly. So nak put tu take time. So it's tiring, and sometimes I finish at 3-4 AM. So I terus sahur,
Wow.
So memang penat tau. So macam memang it's very tiring, and sometimes the next day I kerja pagi. So tapi bila penat tu dia jadi macam berbaloi when I get all those feedbacks and then those repeat orders from people. So best lah, memang I enjoy niaga ni lah. So I understand now kenapa orang suka meniaga.
Now again, bila when you talk about berniaga ni, like to become an entrepreneur, I mean like to the simplest term pun sebenarnya, it's not for everyone. It's not really just for anybody to just give it a try. It takes a lot of effort, time consuming dan juga whatchamacallit, your internal semangat juga tau sebenarnya, because like these kind of things, once you dah screw up one time, you senang sangat demotivated tau. It's how you pick yourself back up and macam mana you nak accomplish balik. How are you to be that determined to actually move forward. Seronok juga bila kita bersembang dengan dua host ni, they try to take over my show because I've been quiet for the past 5 minutes I think, but it's really awesome. I don't mind this at all. I love it because
I know what Yo was like doing the fake host smile where you know like when you get, he's like
people in the industry, we know each other sangat kan. They know mirip muka macam mana kan. Okay, Zoe pandai. Okay, coming back to what we're talking, what we want to discuss about today, which is about influencers, the power of influencers. Betul ke tidak? Because pastinya you all sendiri pernah tahu, banyak you all dah dengar cerita, bila cerita pasal influencers ni, dia orang ni kononnya like, you know, they're being treated red carpet, velvet robes, all the, you know, glitters and lights and everything. Diorang dapat freebies, diorang dapat pergi event yang menarik, they get first pick to a lot of things, they get to try new stuff and everything. So Zoe, I want to go directly to you first. Yes, you are somewhat go gedi pula tiba-tiba. You are somewhat an influencer juga in certain ways, of course, because you know, of who you are and what you do and who you represent as well. So maybe you boleh ceritakan sikit your let's just pull back sikit. How did you become an influencer? When did you think that you became an influencer the first time around?
Okay, that's the thing. I think if you so what I think everyone doesn't realize is that this world of influencer, there is many layers and many categories to it. So because there's many, they become like you know, in entertainment as well, right? We have certain hosts or certain people targeting different markets. So my market, I would consider, is slightly curving towards the urban millennial market. So that's my market. I personally, if you ask my circle of friends, we don't like calling ourselves influencers because we are not influencing anybody to do anything. We prefer the term content creators because what we do is we create content, we curate content for everyone. And whether or not, let's say we create a content with a brand, right? Like for example, so happen, this is kebetulan lah, like this is like memang in my closet. So this is a brand that I collaborated with, or I am fortunate enough to be under their roster. So they are a Singaporean brand called Love Bonito, and they are also my clients. So with them, what I do is I curate content for them. So for example, macam baju ni, dia macam I won't show it to now, but it's like a romper. So where would I wear a romper to? So those are the things that differentiates content creators from influencers. I would say for me, my journey started when I was back in I would say when I was back in Fly FM. Where last time, this was a good 6, 7 years ago, where having colored hair wasn't a thing. You know, like it.
So you were very unique to that sense because you stood out.
Yeah, in a way, but I never did it to gain attention. I literally just did it because I was bored. I wanted something to do. I needed a change, and what's the best way for me to do it is to dye my hair lah. So literally, I remember I was in aku kat Perlis, and I was there during a cross. But we all, like, you know, during crosses we have time to just lepak jalan-jalan. So I saw a hair shop. I bought the bleach, I bought the dye, and I dyed my hair. And the next day I came to work, I had purple hair. So that's how I think people started getting to know me. Is that it's through my journey being as a, some people call it budak jalanan lah, which is how I met Iffah. So
budak jalanan.
So yeah, I think it's just me creating content because I'm also into fashion. I also like dressing up. So people started noticing me from there, and then that's how I got my TV audition to do ATV Quickie. Is that because a producer followed me, and then they liked how I am, they liked my style, they liked who I am. So to me, it's all about content creating, not so much influencing. I think it's very easy to campak everyone into this one column called influencer because it's just easier, you know. It's like semua host sama. Sebenarnya tak, macam host, you know, you have like for Iffah, she's a news presenter. And that's a term that the industry people use because to differentiate what she does specifically. Like for us, talk show hosts, because we host talk show. Like I know Mio, you also have another talk show. I don't know when is it coming out where you know you did the law one.
Yeah, Bawa Bincang, yeah.
Bawa Bincang. So you know that's a different category of hosting. So but it's just I feel like it's just easier for everyone to campak everyone into a category which is called influencing because that's a popular term. It's
correct
just
because when you talk about you're totally spot on because the word influencer itself, it has been coined by the people like they want totally like earmark these people because they have lots of followers on Facebook, lots of followers on Instagram, on Twitter and sebagainya, and then the perception of these influencers is that whatever it is that they say, they influence other people, hence why they have a lot of followers and they tend to be trendsetters. Dia orang selalu apabila dia orang buat tu banyak orang ikut. Macam Iffah pula, Iffah, I realized that you actually made it big, lebih kepada your portrayal in your parody video on YouTube. That actually was one of the ways that you berjaya meningkatkan your viewership. It's common knowledge out there. People yang tak tahu Iffah actually buat one parody video on YouTube. You have hundreds and thousands of views on that page. That's the fun part because again, yes, you baca berita, yes, you have this seriousness, but then again, dia orang tak tahu dia ada Iffah Hazim yang fun, yang ceria, yang juga sangat peta bercakap juga kan. So whatever image that you portray kepada your followers tu, that's not set in stone kan sebenarnya Iffah.
Betul tu sebenarnya. The reason I sama macam Zoe lah, I don't call myself as influencers because my intention on posting things on social media is not to influence others, tapi it's basically to share apa yang I buat, apa yang I love doing. So kalau lah kata diorang ni terinfluence dengan I, which is a good thing, then alhamdulillah. Tapi I hope I tak influence any bad things lah. So macam you cakap pasal parody tu, is basically that's the personal part of me because I memang suka gila hip hop. Memang suka gila. So no one would have guessed yang macam pembaca berita selalu serius dan sebagainya kan, formal je kan. Tapi sebenarnya we have our own side of us. Macam contoh Ivan, dia suka Korean, dia suka Thailand, Thai.
Dia pun dah rupa baca Korean jugalah kan. So bagilah peluang.
So dia padahal dia dekat ITM dia punya figure dia as someone very formal yang macam into bicara naratif, you know, benda-benda yang politics, economy. Tapi bila dia dekat social media dia je post macam dia main TikTok, berlakon jadi Korea K-drama punya actor. Banyak. So macam if you follow all these news presenter, kita orang sebenarnya ada that side of us yang macam very casual. So it actually helps to macam change the perception of people yang macam berita ni boring. Faham tak? So sebenarnya at the same time I nak tarik minat orang muda untuk tengok berita. Faham tak? So macam because I tak nak diorang macam cakap sebab I waktu kecil I tak suka tengok berita I cakap you jujur I tak suka tengok berita sebab macam boring je, you know. Tapi as you grow old, you know, you have to know all the hal ehwal semasa and depending on social media itself memang tak boleh sebenarnya. You have to go back to the yang legit memang macam news ataupun dekat TV or radio. So benda ni macam somehow social media ni dia membantu I untuk macam spread the awareness, not to influence.
Yeah, exactly. Apa yang Iffah buat is actually I have to tip my hat off to you because by injecting young blood, not just young blood actually, orang kata dari segi mentality dan juga that particular perception of like you said, orang baca berita ni macam boring, tapi you telah injectkan satu kelainan yang lebih sikit because I always love to see your IG story sebelum dan selepas you baca berita, you'll do all your boomerangs, you do all your silly stuff dengan pembaca berita lain. That shows the humane side of it and people tend to follow that juga kan sebenarnya.
And I also think it's also nice because it makes me more alert on what's happening, you know, because sometimes, you know, she does have followers where that watches her and records her and stuff, and kadang I will admit because because like for me, I don't have a satellite TV, so sometimes I'm unable to watch berita on time at 8 o'clock sharp.
This thing called online stuff.
It's nice that she posts her before after, she posts, because I'm like, oh yeah, actually aku boleh sebenarnya pergi so and so website and watch her, because I think at the end of the day we watch people who we like and we follow. So kadang-kadang macam aku boleh je tengok berita lain kan. I can always just watch a different channel, but because I like her, I support her, I will specifically what she's doing. So I think that's also more of having followers per se.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, I mean, there's always two ways about it because how you look at it, but this is definitely orang kata something yang positif sebenarnya, because again, Iffah bukannya cerita benda mengarut, dia cerita benda berita. Dan kalau kita suka tengok Iffah, bila kita tengok Iffah dekat skrin macam, lah seronoknya aku tengok dia kan. So kita akan ada lebih kecenderungan untuk menonton dia dan juga mendengar apa yang dia sampaikan sewaktu membaca berita. Okay? Alright, so now let's talk about the bad part about this whole influence media social kind of thing, because why banyak orang like what I said before, banyak orang bertanggapan, a lot of people have this perception that influencers, or as you may say it, Zoe, content creators lah, people who live online with plenty of followers, they get the biggest deals in the world, they get the awesomest things firsthand, they get to live this lifestyle yang sangat vavoom, yang sangat awesome, yang sangat superb. What are your comments on these statements from the netizens, Zoe?
Okay, so like I said, at the end of the day, right, influencers, social key opinion leaders, content creators, whatever you want to call us or these people, we are real people at the end of the day. What you see on social media doesn't necessarily reflect who we are as a person. So you talked a little bit about the advantages. Yes, we do have, let's say you make it big, you are somebody, a client likes you, you are somebody, you have a name. So you will get, freebies. I will admit, ada benda-benda free, aku dapat baju ni free though. Like, all I have to do is post, all I have to do is just post on my social media. And to me, to some, it's like, weh, senang siut job kau, macam, is the best job in the world. It can be, but it can also be the most not pressure lah. It can also be a lot of work. For example, let's say a client approaches you and she has a brief of what video dia nak buat kan. I think a recent campaign yang macam tak jadi due to PKP is a campaign that this client wanted me to do with my cats. So they will give you a specific direction on what they want, and it is your job as a content creator to realize that idea. And it's just, for me, because I am in production, how I view this job is just a mini scale of production, where instead of having the fancy lights, instead of having, a whole crew, it's just you, yourself, camera, and kadang-kadang tripod, or if you're lucky, there are some people who help you out. But as much as there are many perks, there's also things that people don't see. For example, client bayar lambat. There's something that is very common in our industry is that client akan bayar lambat. I have had payments that belum sampai, belum, I haven't gotten it since last year. And kau nak marah siapa? Like for example, this PKP happened, right? I can't get mad at my client because my client also tak ada duit nak bayar. Their money is on hold. In turn, my money is on hold. So those are the type of things that people don't realize. And like I said, I know personally this influencer that dekat social media, wow, semua kaya, macam pakai benda-benda branded, pakai benda-benda. But in reality, that person is struggling to pay the bills, because what client thinks sometimes, bagi benda free, benda ni like, they just give you, for example, this remote, right? They tell you, I bagi you remote, you buat review remote ni. But we as workers, pekerja, orang yang perlukan duit untuk bayar bill, untuk hidup, we're like, great to get the free stuff, but how my bills, what am I getting?
Correct. So, it's not like you can just pawn the thing off and just get money out of it, right? I mean, like, you still need cash at the end of the day untuk nak meneruskan hidup you juga.
Yeah, so it's a pro and con lah. Best dapat benda free, tapi kadang-kadang benda free tu kalau tak relevan dengan kita, macam mana kita nak bayar bil? Macam mana kita nak hidup? Macam mana kita nak
Exactly.
aku nampak,
Alright.
aku opposite Iffah. Aku nampak macam hua-hua, but I'm a bit too serious.
No, itulah sebenarnya kalau you tak kenal orang tu maknanya memang susah sangat untuk you betul-betul mendalami apa isi hati dia sebenarnya. Iffah, I nak tanya pula, there's a meme going around out there yang mengatakan bahawa you know, you got this models, you got this like, you know, blonde haired girl. This is an American meme, obviously, you know, and then like bila dia declare she was going out on a date with the guy asked, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a model on Instagram. You know, having that name, granted lah dia ada berpuluh jutaan ribu followers and everything, but what do you think about people declaring to everyone out there that, oh yeah, I'm a model because I work for Instagram. I think you get what I mean, right? I mean, like, you're an Instagram model tapi you badge yourself as that. What is your opinion on that? Is that like
it actually depends on the person. Sebab macam, to be honest, I have friends yang memang social influencers yang diorang call themselves social influencers and they earn a lot of money out of Instagram. I tell you, memang dia she's been traveling all around guna duit review duit review dan duit job daripada social media, and I know benda tu ada. Cuma you kalau you nak tengok whether orang tu macam legit or not, you boleh tengok kepada engagement dia lah on social media, the likes, the views and everything, sebab sama ada dia organic atau tak. Okay, so sometimes you boleh tengok orang yang followers 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 tapi likes dia tak sampai 10 pun. Then you faham sendirilah. Tapi kalau yang tu selalunya yang itulah yang akan self-proclaim them as I am a social influencer. You have to pay me to, you know, post stuff. You have to pay me to record video and all. Tapi so you sebagai client sebenarnya you kena pandai lah nilai siapa social influencers yang you nak work with. Tapi for me, kalau diorang nak declare themselves as a model, Insta model, it's up to them actually, sebab memang ada pun tapi it's good that diorang cakap diorang Insta model daripada diorang sebenarnya model dekat Instagram saja tapi diorang proclaim diorang as model. Faham tak? So at least diorang cakap diri lah. Faham tak? So you know lah diorang punya cakap, oh dia ni setakat Instagram je. Sebab you kena tahu tau, dalam hidup ni ada Insta lie. Okay? Terlalu banyak Insta lie. Like you can see this picture perfect people on Instagram, lifestyle powerful, tapi sebenarnya realitinya diorang ni depressed. Diorang ni ada anxiety problem, diorang have problems here and there. Because at the end of the day, all influencers, sama ada kau banyak followers atau tak, you memang seorang normal human being, just like all of us. So kita orang ni yang macam kita orang pun, I don't think macam I dengan Zoe kita orang minta pun nak follow tak. We just buat share and apparently kita ada orang suka kita and orang follow. So alhamdulillah to that, and then we really appreciate all the support. Tapi kita tak adalah macam nak pergi ke orang cakap aku social influencer, I know. So kalau orang tu nak proclaim themselves as diorang as model, Insta model ke apa, it's up to them.
Speaking of models, actually, we actually have a commenter who actually came up with a very good comment pujiing you girls lah.
Datang daripada yang cantik sendiri.
Tapi dia silap tau, dia salah eja Pretty. Lepas tu dia betulkan diri dia balik, Pretty typo.
Kira Wilson kan?
Ini adik Mike Wilson. Ini adik Mike Wilson seorang lagi punya.
Oh my god.
I'm very happy Iffah touched about the psychological effect of social media, which I tak sempat touch on. Besides, you know, the whole like macam tadi making a living out of this is that it's true, because macam I'm not sure about Iffah, but like for me, I'm very grateful that my following is not as big and I like it that way. Okay, sorry ada kucing kat belakang.
No, it's fine.
I like it that way because my followers are genuine followers, and they know that I don't tolerate when they comment unnecessary and, you know, mean things on my social media. But they are, like, for example, you know that Johani Sunny case where she did a whole YouTube video telling about how she's actually being treated for depression, and it's very bad depression. What netizens sometimes tend to do is that because orang ni dalam screen, kau rasa, you know, you can comment everything, you can say that person is fat, that person is skinny, that person is banyak jerawat, ni, but they don't see that all these comments affects the person behind the scene, affects the real person. Like macam for example, aku datang dekat Mio, Mio kau botak ah, you know, like you be like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that? Yeah, what's the point of you doing that? You know, so those are the things that, you know, sometimes netizen tak fikir when they comment and
because like when it comes to netizens sebenarnya, because again, I mean, this PKP thing, this MCO thing that has been happening since the 18th of March membuatkan orang ada lebih banyak masa, dan with ample time gives them more resources, gives them more ability for them to actually scrutinize every single thing that you do. And kadang-kadang they can never see benda-benda yang cantik. Diorang mesti nak cari something yang diorang boleh pertikaikan, yang diorang boleh ridicule in one way, shape or form. Contohnya apa yang telah terjadi pada a lot of the online celebrities. That's what happened. I'm not going to be mentioning names, but whatever happened within this past 2-3 weeks, it has been amplified to the max sebenarnya. So Zoe, I just want to ask you, as somebody who has plenty of followers, I'm going to ask you for the same thing as well. How do you handle such netizens, this makcik bawang, this squad bawang, askar bawang, tentera darat, udara dan laut, all over these people yang memang sangat aktif, yang sengaja cari kesalahan orang and always want to give back comments? What would you do, or what you have done previously?
I think I'm going to let Iffah talk first. Iffah,
Iffah that side, yeah. Okay, Iffah, you first lah. You pernah dapat haters, Iffah, kan? So cerita pengalaman you.
I pernah dapat mula-mula pakai tudung dulu. So macam iaitu because orang judge I macam cakap, oh buat apa pakai tudung kalau pakai baju ketat. You know, macam kita baru nak pakai tudung. So benda tu macam downkan kita tau. So kita macam, alah aku baru nak isi koma siut. Asal kau downkan aku dengan benda ni.
Alhamdulillah.
Patutnya macam lagi galak aku pakai tudung ni, kau cakap macam tu buat aku down. Aku macam malas nak pakai tudung lah. Tapi I am glad that I have a very strong support from my family and people around me. So I decided to ignore. So from there I learn. Tapi memang sakit hati Domio, serius. Kalau dapat hate comment tu, sumpah I tak tipu. Ada je yang I nangis bila
tapi memang you terkesan lah. Anything that was directed to you memang terkesan
Dulu terkesan. Sekarang ni dah tak sangat sebab I dah tahu macam mana, dah immune, and I dah macam tahu macam mana nak counter back. Sometimes kalau dah too much tu I just ignore. Tapi kalau mana yang I boleh, macam kalau dia guna macam bad words, and then I can macam, sebab I ni seorang yang very cynics. Okay, I'm very sarcastic. So I hanya akan macam reply back tapi in a very macam cara yang macam I nak psycho balik dia. Macam contoh dia cakap lah, kau ni kurus sangat, keding siut, tak apa-apa, tak buruk gila, macam insta. Contoh so I akan contoh, so I reply back, I akan cakap lah, alhamdulillah lah, at least saya sihat, dan tu cakap, tapi tak apa, saya doa awak kekal cantik dan bahagia sentiasa dilindungi Allah. Macam tu. So dia akan
psikologi balik.
Dia macam sorry Kak Pa, thank you Kak Pa, doakan saya doakan Kak Pa jangan sihat, saya main je. You know, dia psycho. I pernah tahu dia with that. So macam
that's a win. That's definitely a win for you, Iffah.
Yeah, win. I memang selalu win kalau dengan komen. So I rajin reply I punya DMs. I rajin gila. I rajin. So I macam I have free time sebelum tidur, I akan buka and I akan reply one by one and semua. So these people kadang-kadang yang dari dia ada yang komen DM saja tapi dia tak follow tau. So bila I reply dia follow. So macam that's a way.
Dapat follow ke bang?
So
dapat follow lagi seorang lah kan?
Tapi I tak adalah berharap sangat benda tu. Cuma I macam because sometimes diorang ni saja je, diorang keyboard warriors, diorang saja nak kacau influencers, tak saja nak kacau orang-orang yang ada following ni. Macam cakap bagi diorang macam semua sombong. Tapi if you respond to them nicely, insyaAllah diorang akan boleh change their perception towards all this.
Sama gak macam first time I DM Iffah dulu, bila Iffah reply, I macam terus screenshot dan tunjuk macam, ya Allah, Iffah reply kat aku tu. Zoe, how do you deal with that?
Kau DM Iffah?
Kita orang jumpa dekat kursus Zoe. Jangan nak boyong.
Okay, kita budak kursus
sebenarnya. DM ya kat iftar.
Zoe, come on, your comments on that, netizens and everything.
So like I said, my following, I'm very lucky where I have very supportive followers. adalah kadang-kadang syaitan satu dua kata aku gemuk, aku bagi
Pastinya ada syaitan kat luar tu. Yeah.
mine relating to mine always relating to how I look because again my social media is very much on how I present myself, right? So kadang-kadang aku ada hari aku gemuk, ada hari aku kurus. I just like to call them out. I'm the same like Iffah. I'm very sarcastic. Sometimes people I'm very sarcastic and some people find it humorous. Some people find it terasa, but I call them out because I personally feel like you do not get to say something mean to me. Kalau kau nak cakap depan muka aku, kalau tak, you will get my most sarcastic reply lah. I'll just same thing lah. If like somebody says oh Zoe dah gemuk lah, I macam I'll just reply the same thing lah, macam gemuk pun sekali pun macam at least my manners are better than yours, or like or it's the same if I go anywhere, like even in real life, kalau macam I meet a makcik that is a bit too masam muka, I tanya lah, kak kenapa tak senyum hari ni kak, macam penat ke kerja, I will
sama dengan I pun suka tegur orang macam tu.
I suka tegur because like there is so much negativity already in the world. Why would I want to add more? If I can encourage you to be a little bit happier, if I can encourage you to smile a little bit more, to be a little bit more polite, to be a little bit more considerate, I feel like that is my job in the world. And it is whether or not that person nak terima teguran is up to that person. But it is, my parents always teach me to be nice, to say thank you, to say please, to respect people regardless of their class. I will do that off social media and on social media. So
because at the end of the day, social media ni sebenarnya it is just a reflection of you, who you are in real life. It is not a substitute of another person that you can be. Granted, you can have pseudo identities and whatnot, tapi sebenarnya how you act, that is you. That is the total you. That's Mio Adlan. That's Iffah Hazim. That's Zooey Teo. There's nobody else that can actually replace that whilst you're being on social media. We got a couple of more comments. This is actually a close friend of mine. Anda bagi tahu dia, I'm gonna get 2 hot ladies on air. So dia macam hello ladies. Dia sengaja je. One of my friends. Thank you Fifi for watching. We also have Yvonne. Kenal siapa Yvonne ni, Iffah?
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, ya. Okay. Lakshmi ni dia actually she's in the sports news punya division. Dia rakan kursus kita orang, Zoe, when I met with Iffah the last time around. Tak, time tu you macam lansi, kita kursus untuk orang bawahan je, you tak pergi kursus ni.
No, I wasn't able to attend this course. I probably have work or something.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, dude, we are at 37 minutes. Oh my god, time flies. I nak lanjutkan 35 minit je, tapi macam korang cakap tak berhenti kan. But it has definitely been a very good session that we have today. But obviously, before we go, I want to give you say something. Aku dah tahu dah kau potong aku. Apa dia?
That's how I feel like when I hosted you. Lamanya tak.
Silakan.
But that's what I'm saying.
Cakap.
I mean it in the most. If I'm, that's I think I only am very sarcastic to people who I'm close with and people who, like macam who accept the banter, because kau buat apa aku buat dekat orang, I will allow people to do it to me.
Yes.
No, as long as you can accept it, then you have the right to give it. That's my motto. So okay, cepat. Kau nak sarkastik tadi, hasilkan lah. Kau nak cakap apa tadi? Baik, aku ingat nak cakap lebih. Okay.
Tapi kita orang hari tu, I dengan Zoe live, Zoe invite I
tengok hari tu.
Hour tu rasa macam cepat gila. Two ladies dah diberi peluang untuk bercakap kan. Lagi-lagi cerita pasal tudung. Ya Allah, Iffah, you can go days talking about tudung. Okay, I can go days talking about it.
That's true. But okay, now I'm going to give you ladies a chance again. Granted, we are left about 2 weeks. Kita nak habis Ramadan ni. You guys are very much dalam you all punya baking punya sensation ni. Promote the hell out of it. Where can they get to know about your Zoe, go ahead. Aku tahu kau nak 5 minit. Silakan.
So I don't have a separate Instagram for it. It's only on my Instagram, which is Zoey, OHZOOEY. There's two
As
O's
you
to my
can see in the ticker there, yang ticker ada
like
tulis tu.
wah, super kau. Aku rasa macam dekat Twitter siut.
Professional, yeah.
Yeah. So people can order every Monday to Saturday. I don't do Sunday deliveries anymore because we are going live for Fresh Brew. So memang tak sempat nak
Fresh Brew is going live this Sunday at 11 o'clock on TV1.
TV1, we've upgraded. Woo! And everyone can text me at any time. I will reply at odd hours, even text up pukul 2 pagi. Just jangan text bukan-bukan lah. So yeah. That's how you can do it.
And also, if you guys want to watch Zoe more, again, Zoe is going to go live every Sunday at 11 a.m. on TV1 for Fresh Brew. Aku nak tunggu bila lah Zoe dengan Tadens tak nak masuk kerja so that I will be called upon lah ganti. Okay, Iffah.
Sebenarnya tak payah ni. Kadang-kadang kau dekat studio tu, dekat office tu, tak payah orang ajak pun. Kau masuk je.
Aku dia muka tebal, dia memang diperlukan sebenarnya dalam industri ni. Iffah, where can they find you? SPM studio lah. We're doing, I think, at the same studio. Okay. Hey, Iffah, where can they find your gorgeous kuih batik, cake batik, and also where can they see you on TV? Explain.
Okay, so my cake batik, basically kalau you nak tahu bila I open order, it's almost every day. Tapi sometimes I tak post sebab dah full for the next day tu. So tapi just stay tune dekat my Instagram. I will update on Insta story. IFFAHHAZIM macam kat bawah tu. And
Asia.
Bodoh lah. So it's very limited per day. I tak buat banyak sebab I buat seorang. Tapi if you suka benda yang sweet, please try my cake batik. I love it sebab it's chocolate. And then kalau nak tengok I baca berita, Ahad ni I akan baca berita semasa 12 dan juga pukul 3. So berita semasa ni 5 minit je. So you buka kejap je. Kalau tak ada satellite TV ya, Zoe, you boleh download.
Ada decoder, tak ada apa-apa.
rtm.gov.my.
Exactly. Download aplikasi MyClick ataupun you boleh search dekat web je, MyClick. Boleh tekan kat situ live boleh tengok TV1. So korang boleh tengok I baca berita semasa 12 dan 3. Korang boleh tengok Fresh Brew juga.
Yes, that's all happening this Sunday. Okay, thank you so much Iffah, thank you so much Zoe for coming down. I dah budget memang kita nak confine 30 minutes tak akan dapat dengan over here memang tak akan berjaya, but again it has been fun. I hope you guys at home have been it has been a fruitful conversation. You guys are able to actually take the greatness out of it. If you have any sarcastic DMs, you can direct it to Iffah Hazim and Zoe down there. You boleh dah DM kat diorang tak ada hal. If you can take, then they will definitely give back as much as possible. Thank you again ladies so much for coming down to Sempoi. Hope you guys having a good day terus for today, this blessed Friday afternoon. That's it folks from us. Dari Sempoi. Zoe nak ambil gambar tadi kan?
Sekejap.
Nak gambar ke nak bumerang? Iffah suka bumerang.
Aku nak gambar.
Nak gambar, okay. Tangan macam ni lah, okay. Tangan macam ni.
I ambil gambar dulu. Wait, aku tengah gila. Okay.
Okay.
2, 3. Okay, I ambil boomerang satu lah, just in case.
Okay. Oh my god. Imagine if this was happening during your live session on Fresh Brew kan. Macam, okay, wait, I want to take selfie.
TV tak boleh buat benda ni dekat online je. Okay, boomerang.
Okay, boomerang. Okay.
2, 1.
Okay, dah merapu dah. Alright guys, that's it. Okay, thank you so much. Dan untuk peringatan untuk semua mereka di luar sana, kita jaga kita. Jom duduk rumah, stay at home dan ayuh Malaysia. Kita putuskan rantaian COVID-19 ni. Kita nak beraya weh, tolonglah jom kita putuskan. Okay guys, say bye-bye.
Bye guys, Assalamualaikum.
Take care. Bye Kat. Oh, nampak sangat vlog